Hey, what up, yo? It's JG. I'm back. It is great to see you guys, even though I am not in my usual abode, but I do have my lights, as you can see. And the Auburn Tigers took a nasty, nasty loss today, 81-65, and that was with Florida not having a bucket in almost the last 10 minutes of the game. Missed their last, what did we say, guys? 14 shots in a row they missed to close the game. And the Auburn Tigers still couldn't climb back in that game. They finished, again, 81-65 in Gainesville. We talked on the show the other day that I thought this was going to be a challenge. I did think Auburn was going to win it. I said on the bunker earlier today, I thought Auburn would be behind for a lot of this game and then make a rally at the end. Well, they made a rally at the end, but they were down 30, so they closed it to whatever that is, 15 points. That is one that's going to really sting BP bad because, you know, Todd Golden, the Florida coach, the outstanding Florida coach, is a former Auburn assistant, as you guys know, and so that one's BP don't want to lose to his protégés like that. Yikes! Again, guys, I'm in a secret location in the Florida Panhandle tonight, and we're doing this live from our secret location in the Florida Panhandle. So bear with me if our background's not quite what it should be, but it is blue and orange. Yeah, it is blue and orange, so that's nice. Let's get over here to our main page. Where I had to unfortunately update the schedule situation there with the Auburn Tigers losing at Florida 81-65 again. Still 19-5, 8-3 in the SEC. Now one game behind Alabama and South Carolina. But the Cox are coming to the Nev for the midweek game coming up, and so that's going to be an absolute showdown once again. Ravin, what up? I know we got a lot of legends here in the chat, including Solo Tigre, U256. Pooch is here as well. Taxman in the house. He says, congrats to the Bunkrites who predicted a loss today. Ravin says, what up, JG? What do you think about that garbage? Also says, hope you brought the Rowans Creek. We have a boo sound for that? Boo. Oh.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Yeah, I think that's what we got. Pocket Watch says exotic location. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I do have a bourbon with me. Fortunately, Cuz has been very generous to let me drink some of his The Honorable by High and Wicked, which is out of Louisville, Kentucky. Has a beautiful hue to it. Can you see how dark that stuff is?
This tastes like metal.
Oh, Courtney. Oh, you know what, Ravin? So I don't have the Rowans Creek, but Courtney bought this shitty-ass bourbon. It's called Bribery. You have to bribe me to get me to drink this shit.
It is terrible.
But we'll do it because we need to pay a price for that messy-ass performance right there. So the deal here is it's supposed to be wine finished.
Tastes like butter.
It's more like ass finished. All I can smell is just wine on it. That's not great. So yeah, that's the deal. Kanuman says, glad I'm not in Gainesville. Kanuman goes to a lot of the games. But not that one today. I guess I'm supposed to put my, let's put the screenshot. Let's put some good news over here in the bottom right corner. This is going to be the box score for the second half, which is not a total disaster. Auburn and Florida go 39 each. Again, still amazing considering the fact that Florida didn't score a bucket in the last almost 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, Auburn definitely changed its shot selection. Shifting again, as they have in a few of the other games, from three-point shooting to 2-point shooting, because three-point shooting was an absolute disaster from start to finish today. I think Auburn, let me give you the numbers here. Auburn finished 3 of 17 from 3. Jalen Williams went 0 of 1 from 3. Trey went 0 of 3. KD went 1 of 4. Aiden went 0 of 2. Holy cow. It's worse than I remembered. Wow, that's really something. Let's see. Gus Calzone says pipe down and take some calls. Hey, to be fair, I can turn Skype on. I checked Skype earlier and it is good. Again, we're on the road, and some of our it says welcome to Skype. Sign in or create. That was nice. I checked this earlier. Why did it sign me out? Enter the code we sent. What? It's making me log into my Skype account or something. I just checked this like 2 hours ago. I don't know why it's doing this now. Sorry, guys. It happens sometimes on live TV. All right. All right. All right. We got Skype up and running, so if you do want to call in, you know how to do it. Let's see. Jack says, boss, looking forward to calling in. There's like 4 people that call me boss, and you ain't one of them, Jack. But you can call me boss if you want to jump in, bro. Sam Cargo says, we got a lot of people whose name I don't recognize saying they're ready to call in. But see, here's the trick. I'm not going to give you the call-in number. If you want to call in, you got to know where to get it. Yeah, the people who need to call in know the number. And the Florida fans that don't probably don't. But I will say this. If you're coming on this stream to think that this Auburn mod is going to be talking shit about Florida, you're way off. I like Todd Golden. I've liked Todd Golden from the beginning. He was very, very good to me when he was an assistant at Auburn. He was good to a lot of folks. He's a good dude. And he's doing a hell of a job at Florida. So I don't know what else to tell you. They just gave Auburn an absolute punch in the face today. And Auburn did not respond well. Courtney, is that fair to say?
That is fair to say.
Courtney says that's fair to say. I'll just drink some more of this bribery.
It's awful.
What stuck out today? Let's see. Auburn didn't shoot the ball well. Auburn never got its ball handling under control. Auburn finished, I don't have the number. Let's go ahead and ditch that second half box, and we'll go to the first half box. Or the full, nah, Jay, not that one, dumbass. The full game box. Auburn had some serious difficulties with ball handling. 9 assists and 15 turnovers, which is just totally out of character for Auburn. Like 150 miles out of character for Auburn. And it didn't get better in the second half. Auburn, I thought, executed better in the second half. Defensively, in particular, I thought they played better the last 10 minutes or so, but you still got to put the ball into the basket. And that really didn't happen much. Jackson jumps in with a super chat. My G, appreciate you, brother. Let me get this situated here. He says, is this the part where we move up in the net for losing by double digits, a.k.a. Alabama? How do they do that, but we don't? Lose one more and win a share of the SEC. Dude, they got to get in the standings. They got to move up in the standings, too. They managed to handle their business today. Scored about 106 points at LSU, as I recall. So we'll see how that goes. Runner 24 says continued inability to shoot threes, which is strange. I know. I don't think of Auburn as a great three-point shooting team, but, man, it was embarrassing today. I don't know. They never really got stuff going. They did seem sluggish. Scott said they were tired. Thought execution on the offensive end was sluggish, even early on, like first 3 or 4 minutes. They were slow on cuts. They were slow to react off of screens. I didn't understand. It just seemed like they were in a funk from the very beginning, but you got to give Florida credit for that. And no regret says too damn sloppy and front court didn't show up. I think that's fair to say. Aiden didn't make much of an impact on this game, and Trey didn't make much of an impact on this game either. So same basic deal. Sam says, brother, I got the number, have called twice and ain't got an answer. I ain't a Florida fan. Who wants to handle the calls today? Our intern's he ain't here, but we plan on him being here at some point to answer the phone, I guess. Ravin says the team looked like it had food poisoning. We're looking for any excuse. Let's see what happens on this call. I can see this one. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Same basic deal.
Hello?
Hey, is this JG?
Yeah, who do you think it'd be?
Well, what's going on?
Nothing. What's up? Who am I talking to?
You talking to Sam?
What up, Sam? How you been?
I've been good. How about you?
Are you a Gators fan?
No, I'm not a Gators fan. I'm an Auburn fan. I'm trying to wonder. We're all perplexed here by how shitty we played.
Yeah, I know, man. It was a mess from start to finish, wasn't it?
It was not good.
Yeah, and they never.
It was not good.
They got a little bit better later in the second half, but man, it was so far gone by that point. It didn't matter, did it?
No, I mean, what are we doing there though? Where's the energy at? I mean, we got, Bruce just said we got the best front court possibly in the country, and the front court played like ass, and
Yeah.
there's no energy there. I mean, where are we
None.
getting them the ball? What are we doing here?
They were trying to feed Janai a little bit in the second half, finally, after shooting random threes the whole first half. But he didn't necessarily have a great game either.
Shooting 12 threes in the first half is never a good sign to me.
Especially if you're shooting, 3 of 12 maybe? I don't know what it was in the first half.
It was not good.
It may not even been that.
One of 12.
One of 12, brother.
Apparently. 1 of 12, apparently.
And just keep shooting, right?
Hey, we can't keep shooting, though, when we're down. When we got the best front court, why are we doing that?
Well, I'm not so sure they're the best front court. I'll tell you that, honestly.
Who do you think's the best front court?
Well, fuck, I don't know. I mean, probably Purdue with Zach Edey. Good luck stopping him.
Well, I'm talking SEC ball. Who we got in the SEC that's got a better front court?
Let's think about this. Tennessee's probably better. Alabama's probably not better in the front court.
Front court,
Kentucky,
Tennessee's better, you think? I mean, Connect is...
Yeah, Connect is a bad man.
Got Adu, or whatever his name is, but they ain't got a big man like we got with Janai.
That's true. But Jalen just disappears sometimes like he did today, and then he's a zero,
Well, Jalen, every away game, every big game, it seems like Jalen loves to throw away a little disappearing act.
Yeah. Well, today it was no different, was it?
Now, I mean, we got the dogs barking about it back here in the background. They know it was pitiful.
I don't know what the solution on this one is, man. They throw a few of these through every year, and it's usually on the road. This reminds me, I haven't seen Auburn get beat like this. Shit. Well, some of those, when Sharif was here, they got beat pretty bad, but this reminds me of that game in Rupp Arena.
I think the other frustrating part is we all know that Bruce isn't a big call a timeout guy, but he called a timeout against Arkansas, and we whooped that ass. And we know Arkansas isn't that good now, but they had just beaten Duke at home, and Duke ain't that good. Now, why is he not calling a timeout when they go on an 8-0 run, a 9-0 run? Why do we not call a timeout and get the boys settled down, or at least light a fire under somebody's ass?
Yeah. Well, you know how he is about timeouts, brother. He gets a little. He don't like calling them.
No, he doesn't. But I just don't understand. Well, what whiskey are you on? Because we got a little whiskey pouring over here, a little brown water in the
Hell yeah.
over here.
I'm drinking this High and Wicked.
We got a little brown water going. So
what are you drinking?
What do you got? Well,
Yes.
we're over here on the little Willet pot stove.
Oh, that sounds good. Willet Pot Still, Courtney, you a fan? No, she's not a fan.
I'll send you a link. It's some good stuff.
You've been drinking it all day,
one
huh?
thing, we were pouring them pretty heavy come the second half.
Yeah, you should have been. It was getting old.
But, all right, so what is your actual breakdown? Because, we win 2 big games. We beat Alabama. Obviously, I think a lot of us sit here and we go, well, this is typical. What is going on? What is going on? What do we got to do? We got to beat South Carolina. Are we going to win a road game this year?
Yeah. I mean, had a big win at Ole Miss the last time out, so they can definitely do it.
I know, but I'm saying remainder of the year. Do we do that? I
mean, Missouri sucks, so they're going to win that. And
well,
then Georgia,
Missouri, obviously, but that's the game that I queue up as a win, and I don't know because we can come out in games that we should win and play like ass cheeks.
Well, Missouri's really bad, dude. If they lose that game, that's
I mean, they're terrible. But I will say one thing I thought was different was they didn't call the fouls. They're climbing us like a ladder. They're riding us like a pony. And we're not getting too many foul calls in that first half.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, look, man, I think the Georgia game you got to win. Even though they're going to get up, you're just going to have to fight back in the second half of that one. But South Carolina this weekend, this team plays great at home, though. Sam, you would agree with that,
This team
right?
plays fantastic at home, and I think the thing that pisses all of us off is the lackluster on the road.
Yeah, I know.
And today it didn't seem like we were a team. There wasn't the high fives at timeouts or whatever. It was everybody was complaining to the refs. And look, I understand it because I feel like Jalen got bumped on every single shot he shot, and he turned around. And Jalen isn't one to really complain.
No, he's not. He's not one to say hardly anything, is he?
Hey, well, tell Canoe Man that Pot Still is not only known for its bottle, it's also good quality.
I'm not sure I agree with that, Sam, but I think it's a solid bourbon.
It's a good bourbon. Hey, not all of us are Richie Rich. We got to get what we can.
I'm drinking borrowed bourbon here, brother. I plan on giving it back.
Hey,
though.
well, we'll send you a bottle, brother. We'll send you a bottle.
Okay. All right, Sam. I hope you're having fun wherever you're
I
at.
appreciate it. Thanks for taking the call, brother.
I appreciate you being on, bro. You be good out there.
You too.
See you, man. Bye. There he is, Sam Cargo, calling in. We love having him on. That's awesome. Has Sam called in before? Let's see. No, I don't think we've had Sam before. That's great. We love first-time callers. Neil, our friend Neil from, well, he's Welsh, but he lives in Scotland, had a chance to see this game because it came on at a regular time. So he's over there across the pond, as the kids say. And Neil, sorry that you finally get a chance to watch them and they lay an egg like that. Feel Like a Stranger jumps in with a super chat. We love this guy. It says, word up, much loves Drainers, Swoogans, and Tates, especially Mama Tate. Appreciate that thought, sir. That was rough. Katie and Cheney, only guys that showed up first half. Denver second with them. Yeah, Cheney absolutely balled out today, to be fair. He was the one. And KD gave you his usual, like you mentioned, he cares, man. He's passionate for sure. Man, we're passionate. So they say on the Drewski, the Boys to Men. Hey, thanks for calling the Brain Drain. This is JG. Who am I talking to?
JG.
What up?
What you know good, boss?
Shit, not shit right now.
CS 2015. I've been looking forward to calling it.
Oh, I'm glad to have you, bro.
Yeah, it's been.
Are you on cell? I'm kind of, you're breaking up a little bit, but not too bad.
Let's see. Can you hear me?
Hell yeah, I
about
can. Now you sound great. What's up,
Oh,
brother?
yeah, you can. How's the panhandle?
It's kind of dreary today, but we drinking, so that part's good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, I just wanted to echo off of, I heard Sam's comments, and, it did frustrate me a little bit where, like he referenced the Arkansas game where, we're struggling at the beginning and Pearl calls a timeout, and the next thing you know, our minds are back in it, and it seemed like Bruce continued to refuse to call a timeout, and it really frustrated me.
I know he does it all the time. It's just almost like it's just part of his central personality, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But it just what made him do it against Arkansas, I guess, is why I'm wondering. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. He must have seen something unusual there. I don't know.
But at the same time, we continue to shoot from outside. I mean, it's the same issues on the road. I feel like every game, and I know it's not easy on the road, but we continue to stray away from what got us to be a number 12 in the country.
Yeah. That's frustrating on the road, dude. It's been like the story, with the exception of the Ole Miss game. They've been frustrating on the road, that's for sure. I don't know what the solution is, but they better get this shit straightened out because the NCAA tournament's going to be all on the road, right?
Well, at least they'll be neutral, which I think will be helpful. I mean, we played decent against Baylor and played good against the other opponents up in New York. But no, it seems like we continue to lose our identity on the road, and I think that's what makes it most frustrating is that we know that we're better than what we're showing.
What are your thoughts about these games coming up, man? Do you feel good about the South Carolina-Kentucky games because they're at home?
I feel really good about the South Carolina game. I mean, Kentucky, obviously, with their offense is potent and could be dangerous, any game. And so, I mean, if they get hot, who knows what will happen. I think, 6-7 times out of 10 we'll win that one. But if they get hot, who knows?
I know. Again, Auburn plays great at home, like you know. So if they can beat South Carolina, that's a huge win. I don't give a shit where it is.
Yeah, and South Carolina continues to prove people wrong. But, I think the
at Georgia. Who else do we have on the road coming up?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, we know we'll lose that one, but
You think so, yeah. I mean, seriously.
at Missouri, if we lose that one, then that's when we'll really get a taste. But
don't even talk like that.
I think
man.
that Georgia game is a lot more crucial than some folks think.
I agree. They got to do something on the road, brother, and that's a good chance to get one.
And we know last Saturday was great against Ole Miss, but that was really only one good half. We haven't had a complete game on the road.
No, even the Ole Miss game was really uneven, wasn't it? First half wasn't very good, so they just got to get their head out of their ass.
Yeah, but to Florida's credit too, they I felt like for a while there they couldn't miss.
They shut the ball. They shut the hell out of the ball, and they opened up the second half. I think 7 of 8 or 7 of 9 early on. So just kept going. Just got to find a way to break it, man.
I did feel like KD probably should have gotten more minutes. Denver played well too, to his credit, especially in the second half. I didn't know if maybe at the end of the Mississippi State game, Bruce had KD and Denver in at the end at the 2 and 3. I don't know if that's something more that potentially he should look at.
Another weird half for Denver, though. 10 points in 9 minutes, which is great, but no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. He's just scoring, man. That's what he's bringing, I guess.
Him and Chris Moore are just two fearless rebounders during SEC play.
And Dylan too. But they don't do much else.
If Dylan had a quarter for every foul he had, and then he had $1 for every rebound that he had, he'd be pretty broke.
Hey, did you have a chance to drink anything today, WCS?
No, but I have started to sip on a little Buffalo Trace. But obviously that was too late in the game. I wish I would have started drinking earlier.
You say you started too late, huh?
Yeah, night's still young. Hopefully the Aggies can pull off an upset against the Volunteers, but it certainly makes watching the night games a little less fun when you get beat like we did this afternoon.
I know. Well, we'll just have to pick it up and hope for the best of midweek then, brother.
What are you eating for dinner? You got a shrimp po' boy or what?
Fuck, I don't know. Wherever Cousin Becky say we're going, I guess is where we'll go. I don't know yet. That's the truth.
Okay.
I'm just going to drink, though.
Well, I know that feeling. But
hey, man, it was awesome having you on the line, though. I hope you call back.
Yeah. I appreciate it, JG. And, I look forward to hopefully calling in after a dub against either South Carolina or Kentucky or both.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, bro. Be good out there.
But the Georgia game, I'll say, at Georgia, I think, is the most crucial game on our schedule from here on out.
Because it's on the road and you got to win it, right?
On the road, but against a decent opponent. We know, like I said, I think at Tennessee is a lost cause. If we won that one, then we've got a rabbit's foot in our pocket. But I think at Georgia is winnable against a very good team. And if we do it, I think that'll say a lot about the rest of the season.
Word. All right, brother. You be good out there.
Be good, JD. Eat that shrimp po' boy tonight, brother.
All right, man. See you.
All right.
See it. WCS thinks I should be eating a shrimp po' boy tonight, guys. So I will. I support that. I see where he's tried to call in a few times. Oh, we've had him on the air too. That's good shit. That's what I'm talking about. I guess sometimes I just get too loaded to remember. We got a super chat. Feel like a stranger, of course, jumped in earlier. Whale Driver says the bunker thread about penis size was more entertaining than that. I thought the one from Bo Jobs for Tank's Big D about he's going to do some blow on his 40th birthday. I thought that was pretty interesting. He said his wife had basically given him a hall pass for some cocaine use. I don't know. That's not something that I would ever do because of my heart situation. Raven says disappointed to say the least. Florida seemed to have us figured out. From the jump. I don't know where that came from. The guys just didn't have enough energy. War Eagle anyways. Love Raven's attitude. He's always He's always a War Eagle anyway kind of guy because he loves Auburn. He's not, they like to say that Auburn people love Auburn. An administrative assistant knows that Ravin loves Auburn. Didn't have enough energy is right, man. I thought I kind of saw that within the first 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, they're being really sluggish on these cuts, and I don't feel like the offense is popping the way that it should. And, man, it was kind of they got down 9-0, and Courtney was like, are you ever going to score? What you got for me there? Oh.
Put that in your mouth. Tell me what you think.
Just some chocolate salty balls.
I'll put it in your
Oh,
mouth.
what are these? What is that? Milk? Is it milk dud?
No.
No, it's a Whopper.
It's pretzel.
Oh, it's a pretzel. All right. Mobile alum, what's up, girl?
Ooh, what's that?
Just say, hey, JG, bad loss, but we still have a lot of opportunities. I do have real concerns about Aiden. I feel like he's regressed. Yeah, I think confidence-wise, he's shot right now. I feel like his shooting has been bad for a while now, and now he's just kind of dribbling the ball too much, unsure of what he wants to do with the ball. His passing is, I feel like he's scared to try anything complicated passing the basketball because he's afraid of a turnover. He's just shook. I don't know what else to say. Trey usually is not shook. I didn't really necessarily think he was shook today. I thought that Trey and Aiden were too concerned with passing the basketball. So I felt like, I remember this more with Trey, but he would get into the lane and then instead of going up for a shot, which he usually will do, he was trying to wrap around pass or passing backward, and nobody was ready for it, and it was just a weird choice. I don't know if somebody was like talking to them about that the way we're going to beat Florida is to get into the lane and then we're going to dribble drive no matter what and dish. And Mobile Alum wants to know if I'm channeling Chef. I'm glad you got the reference there. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth. Remember that one? Suck them and suck them. Indeed. Yeah, Solo Tigre says sweaty balls. Let's see. Kanuman said fingered out. Hey, I thought that was my fault, but I think Ravin actually wrote that. The big salty and brown Kanuman. I saw that one like 6 months ago on Comedy Central. That was a throwback. I was in college back then. Y'all are probably in elementary school. Becky was in kindergarten, I think, when South Park debuted in '97.
No.
I think so. Cuzzo, are we going to do any blinds tonight, bro? Are you ready? I did not expect you to say that. All right, we're cool. We're good. Let's see. Oh, Solo Tigre said Trey maybe wasn't shook, but he was off. Yeah, he definitely wasn't shook today for the most part. But Solo, I just thought he was like he was getting into the lane, which is good. But then he was like, instead of going up strong to the bucket, he was kind of looking to pass a little bit more than you would expect and trying some just wayward wraparounds or something. And he wasn't the only one. Like, I felt like there were several instances, not just with Trey, but where people got into the lane and then they were like, uh-oh. Like, they were almost too scared of the kid from Marshall. I forget his name. Hangloton or something. And they had another dude that was, like, really tall. Yeah. MS says JW plays wimpy on the road. He kind of does. There's no denying that Jalen has games where he's just not assertive. Now, today he started out 0 for 5 from the floor, and that would squelch pretty much anybody except for like LeBron or Kobe or something like that. So you can understand why he got a little bit timid. But in the second half, he's got to reset and get back out there, because I was talking about this on Twitter with somebody. I wish I could give him credit, but I'm afraid if I pull up Twitter, I'm going to fuck my shit up. But there was a dude that said Jalen is the most important player on this team, and if he sucks, then the team sucks. And it's true. We could talk all day about Janai. And yeah, he still had a decent game today. I mean, 12 points on 5 of 10 shooting. 1 of 8 from the line, which is unfathomable for him. I don't know what happened there. 7 boards. I mean, again, it's not one you're going to put in the Hall of Fame, but I don't really think of him as the problem tonight. But we talked earlier about Jalen starting 0 for 5, and then he finishes 3 for 10 with 6 points. I mean, you just can't. I don't think this team can win on the road with Jalen scoring 6. It's just not enough. Kanuman, who's one of our all-time favorites and certainly a channel legend, without a doubt, a pillar of the community, Says those Beats Studio Pros are badass. Smash the like. Thank you, bro. Courtney got those for me on Prime Day or whatever. Prime Days. Yeah, they work good. I use these at the gym. These are good ones. Solo Tigre says, why did Cheney start over him today? My guess is that Cheney's a very popular player on the team among the coaching staff and the players too, but they absolutely love his heart and determination. And maybe they just kind of felt like, I don't know, he practiced really good this week or something like that. I haven't actually asked that question, but I will. But they love the way that Cheney fights all the time. He's a really kind of a special player as far as that goes. There's no joke about that. Mobile Alum says South Park equals favorite show. Wow. It's been going a while. I've kind of lost track of it. I don't watch it as much now, but man, for a while, I sure did. We got AU and Huntsville calling in. What's up, yo?
Hey, JG, this is
Yeah?
AU and HSV.
I know exactly who you are. How you been, bro?
Good. How have you been?
Another day in paradise. I haven't seen you in, 4 months now? 5 months?
It's been a while, yeah. Just hey.
Just what now? Are you still
Sorry,
there, bro?
I'm in bad connection. No, just hanging low. How have you been?
I'm just hanging long and hairy and hard to carry, my G.
So you're in the Panhandle right now?
I'm in the Florida Panhandle, at an undisclosed location near Sandestin.
Sandestin.
Yeah?
Not too disclosed.
Yeah, I know. But I could be, on the beach side or the bayou side or whatever. I don't know. You never know. Where are you located? Just kidding.
Have you been toning it or tanning it this weekend?
Oh, definitely toning it, bro. I'm working on my 6-pack.
I know that.
Hey, are you in Huntsville? Hey, what do you think about Madison? Do you like Madison, or do you hold Madison in low regard?
Madison's an up-and-coming area. I think it's actually, I like it,
Okay. A lot of strip malls and traffic lights, though.
Yeah, a lot of strip malls and traffic, but, I don't know. I kind of stay close to my area in Huntsville.
I understand that. What do you think about this team, man? I know you're frustrated with this loss to Florida. Do you think this is going to be a problem, like for the tournament and whatnot?
Well, it is concerning. I think that we are a little bit better on the neutral court, which is good.
That's true.
But being on the road is obviously a concern. But obviously how we played against Baylor and those teams up in New York on neutral courts when the whole crowd wasn't quite against us. I thought it was that's a little bit more encouraging. But obviously, when we aren't playing in the Nev, things have got to get better.
Yeah, for sure. I don't understand why this team's so bad on the road. I don't understand it.
As WCS, what was his name? WCS, was it 2015?
That's close enough.
As he said, I think it is concerning that, and I agree with him in that I feel like Bruce, and we've talked about it for years now, but I think that Bruce, especially on the road games early on, like he did in Arkansas, I think he's calling more timeouts.
That's interesting. He likes to save timeouts for the next game, I guess. I don't know. He usually does.
I mean, after this many similar performances, I'm just, what do you have to lose at this point?
I know.
The strategy that you're clearly using isn't quite, effective.
Well, he is who he is, man. He's been coaching a long time, and I think this is the way he's going to do it. I think he was taught this way by Dr. Tom Davis, and that's the way it's going to be. So we can fuss about it, but he ain't changing.
That's why he gets paid about $6 6,000 or 7,000 times more than I do.
No, you make pretty good money. I heard there was a thread on the bunker saying you're making about $300,000 a year, which is really good, dude. You're doing great.
It's decent, but bunker standards, they're a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, I get that, man. I get that.
Most bunker members make at least 600,000-700,000, and have at least a 9.5 as a wife.
Oh yeah, like the ugliest bunker wife's an 8, like at the absolute worst. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but what you drinking tonight, big man?
Well, I borrowed this High and Wicked from my man Cuz. It's called the Honorable. It's been pretty good, man. It has a beautiful hue to it. I don't know if you can see it on the call, but maybe you will in a minute when it comes through on your computer. But it's nice, man. What are you drinking? You got some brown water?
I'm actually just drinking a light beer right now.
A light beer? Is it Michelob Ultra?
Yeah. No, actually a Bud Light. Okay. I'm into, Bud Lights are big in the South nowadays.
Well, no, President Trump said we need to drop that shit, so I'm glad that you dropped it, bro. Just saying. I'm not going political. I'm just saying.
No, I was just kidding about the Bud Light, but no, no.
Hey, listen, we're gonna have another bunker event up there pretty soon, probably at the Nook again. So I hope you come out.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to watch. You look like a man who could whoop a man's ass. Now, I don't necessarily say that you do a lot of ass whooping. You seem like a pretty chill dude, actually. But I think you probably whooped a man's ass a time or two in your life.
I'm not going to comment on that, but I've whipped a lot of ass in my day. Just probably in a different manner than what you're saying right now.
Oh, shit, okay. You do. You come across as a real tough dude. I know. You're a good guy now. You're calm. You're a granddad now, aren't you?
Yeah. Got 2 grandkids.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to be right. You got to be a good role model. I get it.
What's your thoughts? I want to get your thoughts on the Auburn Kentucky game coming up next Saturday. I know you're a big Kentucky guy.
Well, I mean, I graduated from Kentucky. I'm probably consider me an Auburn guy at this point. Did they end up losing to Gonzaga? They were losing.
They were losing, and then they got up early in the second half. And honestly, I haven't seen it since probably about the 10, 12-minute mark.
Did Kentucky win? I got Cuz and Becky working on that right now. They're efforting, so we'll see what happened on that one. But yeah, how do you feel about Kentucky? I mean, I think Auburn's going to win the game, but you hate Kentucky? What'd you say?
They lost by 4.
Kentucky lost that game, brother.
89-85.
Oh wow!
And Gonzaga sucks, right?
They're 17-6.
I mean, they're fairly shitty.
No, I mean, I saw earlier that they were 0-7 in quad 1 games.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
those
that's
fans are going to be inconsolable, bro. In-fucking-consolable.
I mean, with
Yeah? Are you there, bro? Uh-oh, we might have lost him. He might be over the mountain. I think we might have lost him. I had to hang up on him. Damn, that sucks. I love talking to him. That was a good call, too. Crawdaddy just says Zags. I don't know if you were pulling for the Zags. You probably were. Patrick D in the house. What an absolute legend. Says Kentucky is going to be a problem for us matchup-wise. It depends on which Kentucky team shows up. I seem like they're unmotivated, lack of motivation right now. They definitely have players. They definitely have athletic ability. But I don't think they have a great team right now. And the fact that they're losing, they lost at home to the hated Gonzaga Zags. Zagoffs. That's a wrap. MS says, bye, Huntsville, dude. I regret that very much because I love AU in Huntsville. He's a good guy. And, yeah, he's a granddad. Also, I want to tell you guys something. So I found at the, down here in the Florida Panhandle, an undisclosed location. And I came across, I'm a chapstick fiend, and I found this chapstick called Sugar Cookie, which sounded intriguing to me. So I decided I was going to put that on my old lips, and I come to find out this is actually marshmallow repurposed as sugar cookie for the winter. So when summer comes around, they're going to go back to calling this marshmallow, but as it stands right now, it's sugar cookie. This happens to be my favorite chapstick flavor, so I was pleasantly surprised to learn that they were doing that. They also do that with fruit punch versus snow cone, for what it's worth. Patrick D says Chaney Johnson MVP for this game. Hell yeah. For generally, I would hope not. Probably not. Somebody was. I hope Patrick D doesn't ever feel like he shouldn't be calling in because that guy's a stud. Period. Also, Mobile alum had asked a good question earlier. I forgot what it was. Oh, Runner 24 says a bunker 8 is AKA a normal 13. There are so many hot gals on the bunker for sure. Our wives. The legend goes. I always say that we should do a Wives of the Bunker calendar because we would set records for sales. All right, AU Huntsville's calling back in, and let's see if we can get reconnected with him. What's up, brother? I didn't want to hang up on you, but I had to. Are you there, bro? Did we lose him again? What is going on here? Somebody get on the horn with Biden and tell him to wake up, man. Fuck, we got to get our shit together here. Sorry, you in Huntsville. I couldn't hear you at all on that one. I don't know what happened. Mobile alum says EOS is the best lip balm. I'm going to defer to Becky on that.
It's the circle. It's like the big sphere.
It looks like an egg, kind of.
Yeah, it's a sphere-looking thing.
Do we like it?
Eh.
Thumbs down on that one, Mobile alum. Hard to beat sugar cookie, tell you that, or marshmallow, however you want to look at it. Patrick Deese is going to send you a good lip balm, bro. Hey, I got a good lip balm. Chapstick is the way to go, bro. This does for real. Chris M says, come on, Al Gore. All right, we're going to go for a third try with AU in Huntsville. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, are you there, brother?
Hey, JG, can you hear me?
Hell yeah, I can. How you doing?
Oh, finally, third time's the charm.
What the hell happened? Are you over on the other side of the mountain or what?
I must be on the peak or something. I don't know. Or maybe down in Sandestin, the tide's got a little high. I don't know.
Bro, I'm on hardwired internet, Poppy. It ain't me. Anyway.
It must be all that traffic in Madison that you were talking about.
That's what it is, traffic interference. We got the home game against South Carolina midweek coming up, and then you got the weekend game in Kentucky. You're already looking forward to the Kentucky game because you love beating those fuckers, don't you?
I mean, they're the, as we like to call them, the Alabama football fans of the Southeast.
Wow, you say they're the Alabama football fans of the basketball SEC, right?
Correct.
Wow, that's tough. At least they're not as bad as Georgia fans.
No, that's in a whole different league.
I've never had a Bammer bark at me, but I've definitely had UGA people bark at me, so fuck them.
No, I lived in Atlanta for a short time, and Lord knows I'm never going back again.
You're in a better community now, Poppy. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. But no, you asked me about my thoughts on the Kentucky game.
Yeah.
I think that, obviously I like our chances, and especially if Kentucky continues to play like they have the last few games. But, just like we all thought about Arkansas in the early part of the SEC slate, that we feel like they're going to come back alive here soon.
Yeah. I keep thinking they are going to come alive too, just like you, but they haven't done it yet because they just laid another egg to Gonzaga. And I guarantee that fan base is so pissed right now, bro. Pissed! They were already pissed, and now they're even more pissed.
Yeah, and I think I was asking you when I cut off the first time, what's their plan with Calipari with the lifetime contract?
Yeah, they can't really get rid of him, can they? They'd have to talk him out of it, I guess. Be like, bro, do you really want to come back? Retirement would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? I don't know. I think it's what my wife tries to do to me.
When you've got probably $100 million in your pocket, I don't know why he would continue to go through the stress.
Well, because he don't want to look like an asshole, but it might be too late for that. I don't know. If Auburn gives him a big spanking inside the neb, bro, I don't know. That might be too much. Because they already broke him once in the NCAA tournament, and that would be another time. He may not make it, bro.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Well, I mean, I know you said you're the. I mean, obviously you're more now an Auburn fan at heart, but I mean, what do you want to see?
But what now?
What do you want to see with the UK program? I know that you said you're more of a Auburn fan now, but what do you want to see?
I want to see Auburn felch them and beat them by 45 points in Neville. And I want to see Rupp's Rafters absolutely break down in agony over the fact that they gave a lifetime contract to a coach who's lost his edge. Period. That's what I want to see. And also, my other alma mater's won, how many is it, Courtney? 56 games in a row, bro. Our women's basketball team at Tranny. You know how I know what you call it. Tranny University's won 56 in a row, bro.
Wow.
Division III, baby.
Probably like the new UConn.
Yeah, they're like the UConn of Division III girls basketball. Fuck yeah, they are. That's exactly what they are. Well, listen, man, you're an absolute stud. You're one of my all-time favorite posters on the bunker, and you're absolutely hilarious in real life, too. So I look forward to seeing you again, Pops. And I took your breath away, didn't I? Fuck, we lost him again, guys. I was just giving him that compliment, and then he disappeared again. What's the deal? Hey, can we get Joe Biden on the fuck? He's asleep. Guys, it's like 5 o'clock. It's 5:40, whatever. In the White House time zone, it's 6:40. I guess that's too late, I guess. Ben did super chat us while we were trying to talk to AU and Huntsville to say only matchup that seems to matter is home and away. That is a good point, bro. Auburn, very good at home and generally very bad on the road. Yikes. That game against App State was just one of those where you're like, what the hell is going on here? And then today, I'm asking that question again. I mean, the last time I remember Auburn losing a game where I thought it was super bad was that game at Rupp in 19. I thought, man, they're not even in this game. They're done. And then they got to the Final Four, so I don't know. I don't really know what to think about this team. They're going to be good at home, though. They're going to probably ball out against South Carolina. That will be my guess. MS, Courtney, you're going to be interested in this. JG, can you please just send us a picture of Mrs. JG? I've not seen her, and she has a cool laugh.
I'm all over the YouTubes now.
Hey, before you get started, bro, we have been married 27 years and together 32. So if you think you're going to come in here and steal my bitch from me, I'm not going to get my girl took. That's not what he's not. He wasn't saying that. He wasn't saying that. He was just kidding. It was just.
Steal your girl.
Let's see. Kanuman says tune into the Bourbon Blend. Because Courtney and I do a show together called the Bourbon Blend. So you'd see her for like 2 or 3 hours straight.
It's on this place called the YouTubes.
What, YouTube's?
On the YouTubes.
Yeah. Oh. And Cousin Bex often are featured guests with us over there as well. Although Beck and Cuz don't get on air, but on video. I should say. They're kind of like the Headless Horseman. We still appreciate what they have to say. Gus Calzone, who's been talking nothing but shit in the chat, says, "Hey Kanuman, why don't you call in, pal?" Kanuman ain't got to call in. Kanuman's already carried this channel on his bare back in Greenville, South Carolina. That guy has already proven himself more than anyone, excluding me because I do the show, and Courtney because she puts up with me. MS says, never. I'm married 21 years and we listen to JG together. I was just teasing, man. I wasn't actually mad. Come on now. I was just teasing. But seriously, though, we do have a show called The Bourbon Blend. You can look it up on YouTube. It's called The Bourbon Blend. And we do it together. So she's like on the air the whole time. Right there. We do it from my mom's house. I love saying that. I do the show at my mom's house. But it's not in her basement, thank God. It's in her second floor. Whatever. It's all good. Kanuman says, I'm awful in the spoken form at Gus Calzone. I would disagree with that, but I respect your opinion on yourself. You're certainly welcome to that. Kanuman does say that Courtney, a.k.a. AA, is a rock star. Whale Driver says Auburn lost 86-54 at Rupp. Was it last year? Or was it the 19 game? Let me see. They may have been that bad last year. Good God, I forgot that Auburn got crushed so many times last year. Shoes, 86-54, right on the money, brother. I don't know why I've forgotten that one. I guess I've just put a sarcophagus over that bitch and forgot about it. Look at this, man. Blake has been so awesome today. Appreciate you coming back, Blake. He says, all of you, all capitalized, all of you Auburn family here are legends. Much love to you all. Our boys are going to ball out these next 2 home games. I agree with you on that. And just need some on-court leadership on the road. Let's put this game behind us. I like that. Kevin O, because you're going to like this question. Kevin O wants to know who you got in the Super Bowl.
Taylor Swift.
Fuck the Chiefs, man. I would never pull for the Chiefs. The fact that the Chiefs are going to be playing in our stadium pisses me off. So I'm going for the 49ers. Newman says, Ma, meatloaf. I knew you'd come around. Ma! Meatloaf! We want it now! Let's see. Gus Calzone says, if you recall earlier, Newman says he's bad in spoken form. Gus says you're awful in written form, too. It's not very nice. That's rude. Craig asked a question. Final record prediction. Okay, so Auburn's at 8-3. I think they beat South Carolina. That's 9-3. Beat Kentucky. That's 10-3. Lose at Georgia. 10-4. Lose at Tennessee. 10-5. Beat Mississippi State at home. 11-5. Win at Missouri. 12-5. Beat Georgia at home. 13-5 is what I'm seeing, brother. 13-5 is probably not going to be enough to win the SEC this year, in my opinion. I think somebody like Alabama or Tennessee will get there. No, wait. Tennessee's already got 4 losses, though, I think. So Alabama, I think this is Alabama's. This might be Alabama's to lose.
Tennessee's only got 2.
Them getting up on Auburn today. God bless, man. I don't know what Alabama's still got to go, though. Let's take a look, man. I hate talking about Alabama, but we got to be real about it, folks. Come here, man. I need to get this Alabama schedule up here. All right, Alabama. They got home against A&M, home against Florida, at Kentucky, at Ole Miss, home against the Vols, at Florida, home against Arkansas.
I have an important question for you.
Oh, Courtney's got a question, yes.
Is this girl cute?
Which one?
There's only one girl on the TV.
In the red?
Uh-huh. No, never mind. She's gone now.
Okay.
She'll be back.
Let's see. They'll beat A&M at home. They'll beat Florida at home by 6. I think they're going to lose at Kentucky. I think that's the game Kentucky. They're going to get their ass beat so bad by Auburn, they're going to be pissed, and they're going to beat Alabama by 4 in Rupp Arena. Alabama's got to go to Ole Miss, and everybody's going to say it's going to be a close game, and Alabama wins that game by 13 going away. The home against Tennessee game, and everybody will say Alabama's going to win that. I think Alabama's going to win that by 2. They're going to lose by 13 at Florida, and they're going to beat Arkansas and send Muss home. So, yeah, that would probably put Alabama in a pretty good spot right there. I don't like it. Ravin says JG's mom has an awesome bourbon bunker. Considering she's sitting in assisted living right now, doesn't give a fuck about anything. I don't think it's her fault, really. Courtney gets the credit for that. Craig N says, assuming we go 13-5, which I predicted earlier, what do you see us going seeding-wise? Probably that's going to be, a 3 seed in the SEC, 2 seed? And in the NCAA tournament, I think that's probably a 3. Could be a 2, but probably a 3. So that's what I'm seeing. Chris M says, well, we know Florida is just going to be a meat grinder. That's an L for the Oats. Florida does challenge you pretty hard no matter where they're playing. They gave A&M all they wanted the other day. At A&M, they ended up losing by 2, I think. Darkside's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Wants to know what's in my cup. Cuz has very graciously let me borrow, but he's not going to ask for it back, this honorable from High and Wicked. This is a rarely seen but much delicious bourbon from Louisville, Kentucky. Well, I think it's actually from Colorado or something, but they say bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. And again, he's letting me drink some of this, but he's not going to ask for it back. So I don't know what the rate on used bourbon is, but I would imagine it's pretty low. We got another mystery caller calling in. Hey, caller, what's up? This is JG, who I got on the horn.
Hey, JG, this is Zach Blackberry here. I was calling just to see what you thought about the game. I'm pretty pissed off when it comes down to the Auburn shooting. We got about 12 more threes in the first half than we should have. and we only shot 12 threes in the first half.
Yeah. You thought they shot a whole?
Why the hell do we keep shooting the ball from the 3-point line when we're dominant in the post play? I mean, Bruce Pearl said it himself. We've got one of the best front courts in the country.
Yeah. Hey, do you know a guy named Sam? Have you ever called in? You have a friend named Sam?
I do not know a Sam at all. I know I do have a cousin, Sam Jackson. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Is he a farmer? Is he the farmer I know who lives out near Troy?
Nah, he doesn't live in Troy. He's up in Des Moines.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's up in Des Moines now. He's a big Iowa State Cyclone fan.
Oh, fucking A. He sounds like a stud to me. Is his wife hot?
He's got a beautiful wife. We're not going to talk too much about her.
Oh, why not? Is
because,
this hitting a
I
sore
don't want
spot?
to get in any trouble with my cousin.
Oh, I understand that. So you got some background with her?
No, I don't have any background with her. I just say she's a 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
And
wow.
I would.
All right. I probably would too. Well, your question was about 3-point shooting. So they stemmed their 3-point shooting a lot in the second half, bro. They only shot 5 in the second half. So they went to their strength and they still couldn't get it done. Dude, Florida didn't have a bucket during the last 9 minutes.
It's just frustrating to see how we played against Alabama, where we really fed the post, and it's just annoying to see that we were going away from that when it's like, I mean, we got up by 14 against Alabama, and then we went to the 3-point shot, and they made the comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And then we went right back to the paint, and then we got the lead back. I just, my cousin's wife, she's so good looking.
Yeah, I know. She's got you all fucking...
Now you got my thoughts going to her.
The bad news is that number 19 from the bunker says she's a 2.
I was trying to talk basketball, and now my thoughts are going to my cousin's wife.
Shit, have you got a halfie now? You've got a halfie, don't you?
Yeah, I got one now, and I'm gonna have to probably hang up soon.
Okay, listen.
I'm gonna have to hang up soon to take care of that.
Okay, bro. Call me back when you're finished. Okay.
I'll call you back when I'm done, but it might be a little while.
Okay, see you, man. I'm laughing so hard I'm making my heart palpitate. Oh my God. We really enjoyed that call from Zach. I think his name was Zach Blackberry. Spread says, where's JG Tate tonight? I don't want to say. I don't want to give away too many details, but I'm in an undisclosed location near Sandestin in Miramar Beach, Florida. I believe that's the mailing address here. Can anyone confirm that? No. Miramar Beach. Chris M says, used bourbon sales is not a booming business. That is... It's probably true. Mobile alum did update him to say, I'm in the Florida Panhandle tonight. Spread wants to know, who is this guy, Sheesh? Hey, I love it when we have fun callers like that. Chris says Jay's going to stroke out on the street. That was a great call, Zach. Hope you call back. It's probably going to take you a few minutes if you're going to go ahead. And he said he was going to, we'll talk about this off the air. He said he was really verklempt because his buddy's wife was so hot. And then he couldn't talk about basketball anymore because he was so focused on her.
All right.
And that he was going to have to go. Chris, what's wrong, Chris? This is what happens. These are the kinds of things we talk about on the show, man. This is life. This is getting through it. Together. It's Auburn family. Family. Snobburn says, just hopped on. What did I miss? We suck ass.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
You just missed a great call. One of my favorite calls we've ever had on this show. We also had AU and Huntsville call in 3 separate times. And we even lost them the 3rd time. I don't know what happened. But basically the bottom line is that Auburn pretty much sucked today, yeah. Locked On says Zach B sounded more lit than Tony Finn was at the bunker event last year. He was pretty lit. We got Courtney in the chat. Are you going to tell me to wrap it up? Is it getting to be about that time? I mean, oh my God, Zach B's calling back. I think he's had time. Let's see if he's had enough time.
I'm sad.
Hey, Zach, glad to have you back, bro. Did you find a towel?
I'm back, brother. It was a lot quicker than we thought.
So was that the release you needed, bro?
Hey, sometimes you got to have it, and you got to have it, and I got it good. Plenty of lotion in the bathroom. But, she's a good-looking woman. You can't
obviously.
blame me for it.
You gonna tell the shit?
Well, I mean, I could, but I won't.
You won't. We're not Alabama fans. We're not that related.
Okay.
But I gotta know what
Yeah.
you're thinking. I mean, we've been told this is the best front court in the SEC, but I still can't believe what we're doing.
You mean not getting the ball to the two best shooters over and over
Why are we
again?
not getting the ball to the two guys? I know Jalen seemed to be frustrated. It seemed like he got bumped every single time. But why are we not getting the ball more down low when we're not scoring?
Well, I think because this team just thinks they're a three-point shooting team, and I think Bruce gives them the freedom to shoot until everything fucks up, and then he says you got to get the ball down low. I think that's what happened. I honestly think that's what happened today.
I agree with you. I think Bruce gives the ultimate green light. I still don't even know why Chris Moore's on the team every time he comes out. When he gets brought out as a sub, I go, well, you might as well walk out of the arena and get in your car and drive home because he just doesn't bring anything to the table. And that's a side topic. But I will say it just blows my mind that we don't feed the post. I mean, even Alabama, we saw it against Alabama. We're beating them down low. We start shooting threes.
Yeah.
No. What happens? We get the ball in the post, we win the game.
Well, that happens sometimes, but today, I mean, Janai got 10 shots. He didn't change the game.
But it was not the typical 10 shots Janai gets. Is Aiden transferring? We all kind of hope he might. Because I think Todd Pettiford has the potential to be the best basketball player that in my lifetime I've seen at the university.
Oh, my God. Wow, that's a long stretch there, bro. He's a combo guard, right? He's not a point guard.
I know he's a combo guard, and I know that he'll never go in the top 5 of the draft, but I think potentially he has the talent to outscore Jabari as a freshman, and I think that he could be the greatest player we've seen since Charles Barkley in an Auburn uniform.
Better than Quan Prowell? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's high praise right now.
I think so. I mean, who do you think's better, Rob Chubb?
Kenny Gabriel?
Kenny Gabriel, maybe give me an Ernest Ross, maybe a Tay Waller.
Wow, you're pulling out some names, bro. I love this. Tez Robertson?
I mean, I know the team. I've always known the team. I mean, but I think that Tahad actually has the talent to be the best guy we've seen.
He's really good. I think you're right. I think he's really, really good. He's left-handed. He's a slasher.
Serious question, though, is do you think that Aiden leaves?
No, I don't. I think he stays. I think he likes it here.
You think he stays even with, like, Trey staying and Tahad coming in?
Yes, I do. I don't think him and Tahad play the same position at the end of the day.
But how do all three of them play and coexist? We're in a time and day where the money plays. We saw Chance Westry leave last year. Do you think the Aiden's party might be saying you need to go somewhere else?
I don't think Aiden's got a huge party with him. I think he's got some sensible people with him. So I just think he'll be back, bro. I think he's got unfinished business. But we still got a ways to go here, man. We got, 7 games left in the regular season? 8 games left?
I'd love to see Aiden pick it up. If he starts hitting, that could change this team.
Zach, you've done a hell of a job. This is 2 great calls, and I hope you call back next time, too. Okay?
I'll call back every single time you're on, JG. I love you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
See you, Zach. That's Zach. Zach, He finished what he needed to have done, I guess.
Great, good.
Maybe we'll probably wrap up
This
the
is the
calls
girl I'm talking
on that
about. You
one.
think she's cute?
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Why would I not think she was cute?
I said this girl's right up Jay's alley.
Yes. What? Well. Yes. Yes. Is she cool?
We don't have to.
Does she talk shit?
I don't know.
That's important.
I don't lip read, Jay. I don't
This is a butterfly catcher and a freelance gynecologist, and their budget is $1.6 million.
freelance.
I don't know. Let's see. Chris M says post-nut clarity is not a thing for Zach B. Raven says this guy definitely did not clear his head. Blake says I disagree with caller. Chris Moore is an extremely hard worker and gives good minutes. What you give good minutes to me, baby. That was Whitney Houston's first hit, by the way. He has questionable plays, but everyone does. Chris Moore is a starter for a reason. I like Chris Moore. He's good. Kanuman says there's dozens of us. Dozens! Pocket watch, actually, and Kanuman harmonizing on that one. We have several dozen. We're doing okay on that. I mean, you consider the fact that Auburn just got spanked at Florida. It's not too bad. What do you think? Do we need to wrap it up there? Courtney, you need to actually say that.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't talking about the chat. You're sitting right here. You can just literally, here, let me give you a mic and you can just say what you want to say. Here you go. You take the mic and just say what you need to say.
I just did.
It's right here.
Wrap it up, Jay.
She says wrap it up, guys. It's probably getting to be that time anyway. Man, we had some great calls tonight. This was a very strange night for calls, but it was a good night for calls. We had AU in Huntsville. We had Zach from Zach didn't say where he was from. He was thinking about his buddy's friend from Iowa, Des Moines specifically. Yeah, that was great. We also had Big Daddy Mac there in the early spot, and then WCS as well. That was great. Whale Driver says, I was a member of the Brotherhood of Dozens. Glad to have you, bro. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 dozen on the Bourbon Show. That's big time. Yeah, I'll probably wrap it up there, goes. I mean, I feel like we're kind of trending up as far as viewers, but I am at an undisclosed location in the Florida Panhandle, and I don't know if I can make it much longer here. I'm right on the edge of a swamp, and there could be crocodiles coming after me. I think I saw a platypus earlier that seemed rabid. May have been rabid. May have bit me or bite me. So we'll probably wrap it up there, like there. I feel like a stranger says he was from Providence, I'm pretty sure. He did have an odd, I thought it was like a Minnesota, like a Gophers. Yeah, Gophers. I'm going to see the Gophers. Yeah. Kaduman says, great show. I love it. Thank you for your support, brother, and for your super chat, and for just always being a great part of the show. As I said, you carried the show on your back. You and Pocket and your homeboy, whose name I will not mention on the show. She looks like the kind.
Stop, get off here.
Chris asks if it was Perry the platypus. I don't know if she looks like the kind. I don't know if it's Perry specifically, but I am familiar with Perry the platypus. Anywho, we're going to wrap it up, guys. It's been awesome. The game wasn't awesome, but talking to you guys was awesome, and I appreciate you guys hanging. Love the callers. Thanks for calling in, Zach. I hope that you're feeling better. I hope you're getting some clarity after that moment of clarity, if you know what I mean. Courtney, you want me to get off?
Yep.
The air?
I need you to get off, Jay.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. I want you guys, a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, don't lose your mind over this loss. It's a loss. You move on, okay? Sometimes well, it's been a while for me, but sometimes you go and you try to get something done, and she tells you to fuck off, and you never see her again. It happens sometimes. This is what happened tonight, okay? Auburn went to Florida and got denied, and she told you to get the hell away from her and never see her again. Fine, you go home and you start over. Now you got South Carolina coming up. You got Kentucky coming up. Both at the Nev. Auburn plays great at the Nev. Gus Calzone says, JG, keep the show rolling. Don't finish as quick as Zach. That's pretty funny.
Is winding down.
Gus, you've been good tonight, bro. You've had some good stuff going tonight. So, anyway, don't get too freaked out over this game. Let's just move on. Don't be like someone. Don't be a reactive person. Just We'll just take it and move on, okay? It's another piece of the puzzle, all right? Also, make great decisions tonight. And if you're drinking brown water, be sure to hydrate, because as my friend Chris says, ballers hydrate. We'll bounce now. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We'll see you Wednesday then, okay? And Blake says, thanks for the show. Bye, y'all. Blake, you're awesome. Appreciate you being here. All right, guys. See you.